Here, I'm going to put this on a really precarious system. I'm going to put the camera on a bucket on a ladder rung. Don't tell my wife I'm doing this. Let's see if I can get this to autofocus. I think right in here there's some deep scoring as well. I'm going to try to clean that off, and what I'm going to do is use a series of these little brushes right here and polish these up really nice.
We pulled these off our masts in last week's episode and wanted to give you a look at our replacement sheaves.
So here's what our sheave looks like. And now that actually spins really nice.
2 years ago, we purchased a hurricane-damaged boat with the dream of sailing her around the world. Together with our kids, we've been learning, laughing, and working to make this dream come true. This is the story of our adventures on a sailboat named Spoondrifter.
We're talking about dropping the rudder to make sure all the bushings that it sets on and stuff are good. And so I got to get this big nut off right here. This guy right here is a 3 3/16 or 3 1/8 diameter nut. I don't have any tool that big. Holy cow, I don't know if this is going to even go big enough at all. Are you going to film it?
Have you talked to the camera?
Yes, I talked the hammer just like I said, talk to the hand with the kids. This right here.
This is part of our steering system. The post is attached to our rudder.
That is not going to come loose.
I'm feeling a little bums in a boat here.
Yeah. Ah! How's that, Joel? Was that good? Oh man, this wrench is like, I mean, if I go like one screw, it's done. So, or one thread. So it like barely fits. But there's also no length to swing the handle, you know?
No room.
No room for the long handle. I can't do it up here because it hits the hole. I can't do that one. It's too high. So this one I could do. This one I can do. I have 2 spots on that nut that I can get the wrench on and actually have enough room to move it a little bit, but it won't break free because there's no leverage to get anything else on there. So I gotta figure out how to get that sucker loose.
I am not interested in exploring how to fix this on camera. We'll get back to you.
Okay then. Socket wrenches, open end wrenches, you know, some sockets there.
And the point is, I thought we were looking
You're gonna
for a
hand
hammer.
them to me.
Why?
Because I'm going to be in the hole and it's going to be hard to go get them every time I got to climb out and go over there. But I'm going to pull stuff off first so that if I hit anything with a hammer, I don't hit something I shouldn't hit. Alright, here we go.
Okay, I really honestly don't even have a clue.
Look on the side of the socket, it'll have a number.
And you want what?
I want like a number 14, 13, 9/16, 5/8, something like that.
10 millimeter?
Too small. There's also some loose ones in the end of the bag.
5/8?
Try that. That's too big for those, so I'm going to need a 9/16.
3/4 is too big?
3/4, hand that to me, I'll see if it fits this other one.
Here's a 14.
Okay, 14 works for that. 3/4 works for that, and that just comes right out, so that's pretty easy. Okay. Alright, the stuff is off of the rudder shaft. Okay, alright, so he said to take the bottom nut loose just makes no sense to me. And then the top one would come loose, he said.
And you're supposed to hit it with a hammer?
That's what he said.
Well, what about doing 2 hammers the way they said? Which direction is it supposed to go?
Well, that's the question. I don't know. He said clockwise. If this is threaded up inside, then spinning it clockwise would loosen it.
Are you sure? Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey?
Yeah, well, it's upside down. He said once the bottom nut comes loose, then I can loosen the top one and pull the packing out. Just makes no sense to me that the bottom one has to come loose before the top one.
Well, so pound on the top one.
I don't know which way to pound it. Theoretically, it would be the opposite, but makes me worry.
Working?
No. No! Why isn't it working?
Well, you're pounding the green off of it.
Right. It moves a little bit and then it stops. I don't know why. Which has me, concerned a little bit.
Well, maybe you should start on the top.
Tried the top, couldn't get to move. So I went back to the bottom. I've got to move some more. Yes.
How did you do that?
I just kept hitting it with a hammer. Like I knew what I was doing. Now I'm out of room. Ugh. I mean, it still won't move by hand.
You need something to help?
A wrench that's a quarter of an inch shorter so it wouldn't hit the wall and get stuck.
After a lot of work, Todd finally made it happen.
It is loose.
Woohoo!
Oh man. Those little toothpicky looking metal things with little angles on them. Go get them.
Yeah, that's what he thinks. Then we cleaned. I have no idea where these are. Nope. This. It's like the breeze is blowing back here.
I got a 15 knot wind in my face.
So what do you need that for?
I'm try to dig out this
Packing?
packing.
Well, that was easier than getting the thing off.
Yeah, thank you, right? I have no idea what that is because, I don't know, maybe it is regular packing gland material. So, okay, so now, theoretically, if we chose to, we could drop the rudder down.
So we don't have to pull that part off too?
No, that is that shaft is fiberglassed in to the hole. That's what holds the rudder straight up and down up above on the top end.
Where was the water that's leaking in there coming from?
It comes in between here. It follows the rudder shaft up inside the boat.
And that's what the packing
And
gland
that packing's supposed to stop it from happening, yeah. Yep.
Alright, so now we gotta go do the foot.
Yes, we did. Foot.
The rudder is held on by a bronze foot that has 6 bolts going through the skeg. Those are what we are trying to remove, but don't have a tool quite the right size. Fit?
It's gonna be too wide too. It's not going to fit inside there without some modification.
The skeg is the part that you see here. The rudder hangs from behind it, and it acts as a buffer to protect the rudder from things you might run into. Obviously, one doesn't want the rudder to fall off, but not being able to remove it for inspection or repairs is a challenge.
Bigger gun.
Not going anywhere.
No, it's not. But the vibrations hopefully are working it loose. Now we'll get some PV blaster on it before we leave tonight. Let it soak overnight again. Not going to be easy.
Removing the packing gland inside the boat allowed us to turn the rudder further, and we discovered these cracks.
I don't know, dear. Look at that.
I don't think it's supposed to do that.
That's pretty deep. That's a good 1/2 inch.
Well, why is it soft?
That's the point. Yeah. But you can see how much probably rust is coming down here.
This discoloration is what had us looking at this project in the first place.
So maybe we need to drill a couple holes at the bottom and just see what any water comes out, huh? Is that what you're supposed to do? Is drill holes at the bottom of the rudder?
I'm not drilling holes in the bottom of my rudder.
Why not? You want to cut it open instead?
I'm in denial. I'm on the river of denial.
Can you sell up the Denial River?
Well, we know it can be fixed.
Yes, we can. We know it can be fixed.
Hey, it's just fiberglass and foam, right?
Don't you just take this out of your pocket and just kind of light it on fire? Is that how that works?
Stop. It's not funny.
It is funny.
No, it's not funny. This is how refitting an old boat goes. Some days you have big wins, and some days you're not sure you want to keep going. But as long as you keep moving, you're going to get there eventually.